Welcome back to another segment of Success in the City, segment 3 of Villain Crushers. So we want to talk about a little bit today, not only about number 1, identifying your superpowers, and number 2, using those superpowers to crush your villains, but we also want to talk a little bit more about protecting those assets that you've grown. After you've gone to the point of crushing your villains, what do you do next? How do you make sure you hold on to that wealth? You know, a lot of people don't understand things like living trusts, retirement, estate planning, wills, even life insurance. You have life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance. All these things go together into one segment of protecting your assets. And today we have with me Tom Terrific, our Spider-Man himself, and we're going to be talking a little bit of one of his superpowers, which is basically his ability to find protections for your family. And one specific goal we have today is just to help people get more cash value out of what they have in terms of assets. And we're going to be talking about whole life term insurance, which is basically a benefit in terms of death benefit, but it's also got a cash value. And we want to talk about that for down payment reasons, for tuition reasons. But Tom is a great professional in this, and we just want to push it your way, Tom.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's always great to see you. Always great to see you. I'm delighted to be here again. And first of all, you're going to help people, as always, crush their mortgage villains. That's really what you do. And I want to just talk a little bit about how our fellow superheroes out there can do something that is secure and positive, not only for right now, but in the future.
Yes.
And what that has to do with is a vehicle called whole life insurance. And whole life insurance is basically, it's an investment for now and in the future, but also it has a death benefit, so you're able to take care of your loved ones, God forbid anything happens.
Yes.
So what I want to do, first of all, is just tell you a little bit about the benefits of whole life insurance. First of all, when you have a whole life insurance policy, whatever premiums you're paying will never increase. Next, that money that you're putting into premiums becomes what's known as cash value, and that's going to continue to increase. Another thing that is important to know is that with the cash value money that's in your policy, you're going to be able to receive dividends, and that is going to add to whatever cash value is in your policy every year. Also, that cash is tax deferred when it's in there in your cash value.
That's key.
Which is tremendous. Also, these are assets protected from creditors. You know, again, as I said, God forbid anything that happens, the creditors cannot attach the death benefit. That is to the beneficiaries.
Very similar to a retirement account in that sense, but one great thing about what you're talking about as well, we were talking a little bit more, is about that the cash value actually can only increase. These dividends can only increase, and there is no age limit on pulling these cash value out.
That's right.
Which is another great thing about this program, is it allows you to be able to take that money out before you hit, your retirement age. But just wanted to kind of put that in there because that's what interests me the most.
Well, and you're right. In terms of people looking to buy homes, tuition for their kids, it allows you to borrow that money in your cash value that's been accumulating tax-free.
That's
you can borrow that, which is huge. A couple other things. You've got the death benefit when that does come out. Again, God forbid something happens, that is tax-free to your beneficiaries. That is tax-free. And lastly, that death benefit is guaranteed. So it's a tremendous investment vehicle that a lot of people don't understand how powerful it is.
Definitely.
And as I said, these premiums and that death benefit are there for life. Just to give you a quick overview of term insurance, which some people have heard, term insurance is not permanent insurance. Basically, people get it for a finite amount of time. Perhaps they want to have it covered until they get their mortgage paid off, or until their kids are a certain age. They want to make sure they've got extra protection. But whole life permanent insurance is really what you want to do if you want to have a safe, secure vehicle for not only now, but also for the future.
It's an investment.
It's an incredible investment.
As well as a protection for your family, which is the parts that I love the most about it.
And that's what we want people to really understand, how powerful a vehicle it is.
And I go back to your book, the superhero factor, in which you just kind of talk about really finding these strengths.
That's
because
right.
this is what allows you not just to go to a place where you crush your own villains, but it allows you to protect your family and help others crush their villains, and without looking back. Because
That's right.
you can move
That's
forward
right.
in your life with the protections of your whole house, your auto, your cars, your boats, everything is really kind of protected so you can move forward. So you work so hard to get
That's
these
right.
things. Now you got to protect them.
That's right.
So I do love everything you do, and I just really thank you for coming to the show again.
Oh,
and
it's my pleasure, and we'll work together to help all these superheroes out there continue to crush their villains and go to bed at night feeling safe.
Well, Tom, terrific. Spidey, I just want to say you're a master at what you do. And again, thank you. And I just want
my
to
pleasure.
pose a question to our audience here. And, Heath Ledger, Prince, James Brown, many people don't have these protection assets. They lose a lot, and their family loses in the end. They work so hard for this money, and at the end, things like whole life insurance, things like retirement, things like a living trust, so that when you need to be able to pass these things on or to be able to pull them out in terms of cash value, they're there for you. So again, thank you for coming to our segment on villain crushing. This is Sully Fantastic, Sully Medane over here at Synergy One Lending. Remember, if you're looking to buy a home, call Sully for loans. Thanks so much.